Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. And if you don't want to miss out on weekly pick a card readings like this one each week from me, don't forget to subscribe. Today's pick a card reading is one of the most interesting that I've done yet. How do men see you versus how do women see you? And, if I speak platonically or about, one of the genders being romantically interested in you, just take that as it applies to you, regardless of how I say that. So apply it to how it works for you. I hope that made sense. Okay, in front of me, I have 4 different options, each with a different number. Choose the one that really calls out to you. If you need more time, you can pause the video, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Group number 1. Okay, so how do men see you versus how do women see you? Okay, so right away, group number 1, when I saw the King of Water here, that made me realize that how men see you is that you make them feel like they believe in love again. Okay, because you come across like you guys just radiate like genuine. And I feel like, you come from the heart, you are a person of integrity. So it's like you mean what you say and you say what you mean and your actions match your words. So, people, they naturally like trust you. And I'm also getting the impression here is that they also feel like they've known you. So you guys make men feel like, okay, like you are somebody who, they could actually like see falling in love with. Like, I'm not even kidding. Okay, so it's like, it's instant, it's effortless, and it's just you being you is what I'm seeing. And also with the 2 aces here, and they're also earth as well as water. So that tells me again, like if these men that you meet are looking for something more than, like a hookup, a fling, just some casual fun or hanging out, whatever it is, it's like they realize like you're that person, okay? With the earth, you guys just have this real like groundedness about you, practicality, and like, just a feeling of stability. And with the ace of water here, you guys also come across as being like naturally loving people. So they feel like, okay, like you are somebody that, they take seriously basically in that way. You guys are the people that men feel like they can bring home to mom. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like you guys also have a lot of different guys crushing on you, with the Ace of Water here in particular. And I'm also seeing with the call card that you also like spark something that's like inspirational within these men, okay? Like it's just like you ignite this life in them is what I'm seeing, and it's like they feel like anything is possible. And I feel like any time spent with you, it's like people feel more alive, okay? I'm also getting that you guys, because you're so your own person and not trying to be like everybody else, that it comes across like a breath of fresh air, and these people feel like they now have permission to do the same. Okay, so a little bit more about how men see you. Okay, so on top of you guys, coming across like you are coming from the heart and genuine and just, kind of doing your own thing and being you, I feel like they also see you guys as being, okay, with these 2 cards in particular, I'm getting the impression that men view you as being cool, okay, and you're hip, So a very modern person. So yeah, and with the cat card in particular, you're also seen as being independent. So you don't come across like you have to have somebody. So they feel like if you do end up choosing them, like they earned it, like they must have something special and be cool too, is what I'm getting. That's the impression I'm getting. Okay, so on top of that, you guys are, like I said, seen as being like a breath of fresh air, but you also have this very like relaxed, chill, and like yeah, just like a relaxed, chill vibe, and you put others at ease is what I'm seeing. So that's the other thing. I feel like they feel like you're like a vacation away from their chaotic, like whatever's going on in their life and in their, world. And I feel like you guys, just your presence alone puts them at ease. Like you, I feel like have that ability to make the whole atmosphere just feel like relaxed, and like you guys are having a good time, even if it's like work. That's the vibes you guys give off. Okay, so on top of the sunglasses, they also view you guys as being kind of mysterious. Okay, so yeah, and that kind of goes along with this as well. Okay, so I feel like you don't totally open up to them, at least not right away is what I'm seeing with the guarding card here. I feel like, sometimes you guys you're kind of hard to get is what I'm getting. So like, it's not like, oh, they hit you up, they want to see you. You're not like always like, yeah, let's do that right away. Like, no, I feel like you guys make them wait, or like work for it is what I'm seeing with that. So yeah, definitely mysterious. You reveal what you want to reveal, but at the same time, like I said, like you're still lively, you're still grounded and a loving person. It's just, revealing wise, you reveal what you want to reveal, and to whom. Okay, so I'm also seeing, so along with that spark of life and inspiration, there's something that you guys, this group does in particular that really shines. Okay, so, men view you as shining and just lighting up, and you come alive, and it inspires them is what I'm seeing, and it's something that you're passionate about, and I feel like it makes them like want to do what they're passionate about, even though that could be unconscious, to them. Okay, and also I feel like you guys are the person that if you were kind of involved with somebody or exes, that you're the one that they always keep in the back of their mind, even if they've appeared to have moved on or tried to move on, but you're the one that people always kind of view as kind of being the one that got away, and they would like love the chance to reunite with you is what I'm seeing. So how do women view you? Okay, so women view, okay, so first of all, I want to say though, it looks like you guys have a lot of stuff going on, like a lot of responsibilities and things that you're tending to, I'm seeing. So it appears like your social life has kind of altered this past year. Well, of course, right, after this year. But I mean like in more ways than that. So it's kind of like you either have a lot of work or a family life going on, or, just a lot of obligations and responsibilities is what I'm seeing. And women are noticing that like know you or have tried to get together with you, I'm seeing. And I feel like, you've kind of had to either put that on a halt or not do it as much, like socialize and see others. I'm just seeing the social life kind of being put on the back burner, or it has changed in some way. Okay, yeah, I feel like you guys, it's kind of like I'm getting this notion of it's like work, relax, or recover, and repeat is what I'm seeing with you guys right now. So I feel like, women are kind of seeing you as kind of taking those self-care days and like kind of just doing your own thing. You got this real independent solo vibe going on right now, and just kind of like, I'm doing me right now. I will check back in with you guys when I either have time or I feel human again. Okay, that's what's coming across as far as that goes. Okay, and I also feel like, women in particular see you as having boundaries, I'm seeing. Okay, so you guys don't hesitate to cut people out of your life that you feel no longer like serves you and your best interest. And yeah, and I also feel like they also see that you have many people, they feel like, that hit up your DMs and you get approached a lot. But I feel like, you guys are choosy. Like you, again, going back to the garden, like you don't just, go okay to the first person who gives you attention. Like you might entertain it, but yeah, like it's no, and it could partly be also because you got a lot going on, but even more so than that, like they do feel like you have a lot of people hitting on you or hitting you up is what I'm seeing. Okay, all in all though, when you guys are feeling your best, you guys radiate such positive, upbeat energy that I feel like it's magnetic to men and women. Okay, and I feel like, it's kind of like women want to be you. And yeah, yeah, it's kind of like, I feel like some people even emulate your style or like your vibes, okay? Like there's just such a positive, happy-go-lucky energy here, as well as like, yeah, you know, like when somebody smiles, it's like contagious. Well, that's you guys, okay? So your whole face lights up and you get other people like lighting up just being in your presence, I feel. And I feel like, you know, women, they notice like how, you know, I think you have a way with guys or whoever it is that you're into, and it's kind of like they want that. Like it comes naturally to you, even if you don't notice it in yourself. You could be thinking, what? But yeah, you guys, you come across like you have a natural charm to you, okay? And people they notice, guy or girl, you know? So yeah. Okay, so I do see though that, you know, when you guys do go out, you have a lot of fun. So maybe some of you are still kind of doing that. And yeah, but overall though, I do feel like, you know, there's definitely a theme going on of having a lot to do lately. So I do think, you know, I do see though, you guys are very lively, whether you're out or staying in, but hanging out with men, women, doesn't matter. I do see that you guys have this upbeat, alive energy that gets the whole room like, you know, pumped and excited about anything, even if it's hanging out. I just feel like a lot of you though, like I said, it's been a lot of work and no play is what I'm seeing. Okay, so women also see you guys as being established, okay? And I feel like that is in your career. And if you feel like you're not there yet, well, you're still coming across like you're well put together and you've got your stuff and your ducks in a row, okay? That's like the energy and how you come across either way. But I am seeing here with the, this card, you know, it's like, but you do have something that you do that like, it's like you're being of service is what I'm seeing. And yeah, I see that women, they take notice of that, okay? So you guys come across as kind of like, either you are actually serving others somehow, or there's something that you do that comes across like you're bettering, you know, other people's lives or the world or something, like a humanitarian vibe or a humanitarian period is how women see you. Okay, you guys are also seen to be strong, solid individuals, and it goes back to the Earth card. Okay, so, you know, like just like a confident, like kind of a quiet confidence to you though. Like I don't feel like you guys, you know, necessarily talk a lot. I do think you do when you're in your element, you're around your people, but like all in all though, it's just kind of a quiet confidence. Okay, so you guys have a very like observing nature I'm seeing. And men and women pick up on that, okay? And they're often like, people try to figure you out, okay? Guy or girl. Like you're just kind of like doing your own thing, but it's inspiring. So there's something that you're doing action-wise as well. Okay, so there's also, women also see you guys as being like a Sagittarius, okay? So kind of on the move a lot and down for some kind of, I feel like you guys always have something going on. I wouldn't necessarily call it an adventure, although you make things feel like an adventure, even if it was like work related is what I'm seeing. But yeah, just very free-spirited nature. Okay, so I feel like, you know, you could be that friend that maybe isn't in a relationship. Like, it could be years maybe for some of you. And I feel like you're like, yeah, you know, I miss having someone, but I don't have to have someone. You know, like you guys are like, that is what I'm getting. And I feel like that takes women and men by surprise, because I do feel like both see you as being like wifey or hubby, if you're a guy watching, material, you know, and they feel like, wow, I thought by now, like somebody would have, you know, wifed you up, or, you know, you'd be someone's hubby by now. But, you know, it's just like, it's the path you're on. It's you not having met that person yet. You know, because you're an aware person that there's all these different factors going on. But I do see, though, that people, they see that you've got hubby and wifey written all over you. Okay, and going back to the women. So they also view you guys as being wise, okay? And like, I feel like you guys are the friend that people go to for advice, okay? So I feel like, you know, going back to that observer mode, you guys are also really good listeners is what I'm seeing. Okay, group number one, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number two. Okay, so how men see you versus how women see you. Okay, group number two. So right away, I see that men see you guys as being real fun, spontaneous, adventurous, and like excited for life type of people. Okay, so I definitely see you guys, come across as you can be like the life of the party, you are seen as being very lively, like animated, and just kind of like a real passionate person. Okay, so very magnetic energy coming from group number two. On top of that, though, men also see you guys as being independent, okay? So, and some of you even financially, like, like you're making that money, okay? And kind of like you don't need no man. And so, it's only the strong will survive. Nah. But what I'm saying is, though, you guys are definitely seen as being like independent and self-sufficient people and coming across like you are whole and complete and honestly like doing you, and doing what makes you happy and what you feel like you need to do to be successful in the world. So I see that you got both going on with the fire and the earth here, okay? So a real good balance energetically, and men pick up on that. Okay, so I'm also seeing, though, it's kind of like you guys are often, off seeing like you're always up to something, either working on something, some kind of project, a creative project, side hustle, possibly even like long hours at work. Okay, so they see you as like putting in the work, and or also, some of you come across like you're always on an adventure is also what I'm getting with this card. So take what resonates, or it could be both. Maybe you guys, are doing a lot of work, but you're also like either just kind of like always posting when you're out and about, and yeah, they take notice. Okay, so you guys you look like you live full lives. Okay, and I also am getting kind of like the best life type vibe coming through. Whether you actually feel like you are or you're not, that's how men view you. I also see that, you guys, you have a lot of people crushing on you. I think way more than you even realize. Like, I do feel like you realize it, but I feel like it's even more than that. And a lot of people are keeping it on the low, but with this Nine of Water, I get the impression like you have a lot of people dreaming about what you two could be, okay? A lot of fantasy going on here with you guys. Okay, so men, all right, let's see how they also view you. Okay. All right, so going back to that fiery nature, men also view you like an Aries, okay? So like I was saying, you guys always appear like you're on the go, whether it's about work or an adventure or just you out and about doing your own thing. You're posting it, and they feel like I said, like you have a full life, and yeah, just always on the move, on the go is what I'm getting. Always up to something, so they're intrigued by that. Okay, they like want to know, they find you interesting, so they like, I'm sure you have your avid followers that like are kind of like seeing what you're up to every day, like they're curious. And I feel like some of you are in the spotlight, or it's just, you post consistently. And yeah, so like I said, you have a lot of admirers, men and women, and like a lot of people crushing on you is what I'm seeing. And I feel like some people even put you on a pedestal is what I'm seeing with this. So yeah, you guys are viewed highly. Okay. Also, some men see you as being the opposite of them, but they don't care. Like, that doesn't deter them. They're still crushing on you. They still are, intrigued. There's just something about you that might come across as being kind of the opposite, though. And I do see that, a lot of people, they love the chance to build something substantial with you. And I do see that they even think of, like a family with you is also coming through. Also, there is something about you and being in conversation with men, or maybe even something you post that gets them seeing something that's in a like a different light. I'm getting like you help people see things in a different perspective. Okay, so that's how the men view you. Let's see how the women view you. This is funny. It's similar to the men. So right away we start off with a fiery card. Okay, so women are seeing you guys again, like the men, like very fiery and passionate about whatever it is that you're into. I feel like you follow your inspiration. And they always feel like you're up to something. You guys, okay, so them too. Like whether it's work or adventure-wise. And the women view you guys as being a little bit more mysterious than the men do. Okay, so the men feel like you're pretty much like, you tell it like it is a little bit more so. And, you know, you share what's on your mind, you open up, but women feel like you kind of hold back from them. I'm getting with the moon card here. So that's interesting. Like, I feel like they think they actually really have to kind of like question you to get you to actually open up to them. So yeah, a little bit closed, more closed off energy. It's not, yeah, okay, yeah, it's closed off energy. But you guys are also seen with the Wheel of Fortune here to be kind of happy-go-lucky, and I feel like a lot of women think, yeah, like they think things come naturally to you and like life is pretty like effortless and that you're just kind of flowing through life and like things tend to work out for you is what I'm seeing with that. So I do sense a bit of envious as far as that goes. And I'm also getting in particular, I feel like, you know, that could be in regards to work. It could be in regards to, you know, people approaching you, wanting to date you. But I feel like you guys do put in the work, though. You know, I'm not saying that, I feel like maybe some things do kind of happen effortlessly and naturally for you, but I do see, though, there's a lot of behind the scenes type stuff that takes your energy, focus, and time that a lot of people maybe don't see, and that they just think, you know, somehow you're just born able to get all this stuff done. Okay, I'm also seeing that, yeah, okay, men and women are all like checking out your social media. They've all got an eye on you and they all kind of have this admiration for you. Okay, one that I feel like some of you are like doing a dream that's kind of unconventional. Okay, so you could be like social media influencer, doing something with music, just some kind of creative thing that not a lot of people maybe that you know personally are doing, but you are doing it or you will be doing it. Or it's just, you know, whatever it is that you do or something. You definitely have like this fan follower type feeling as well as being in the spotlight goes. So group number 2, let me know what that is in the comments. I'm curious now. Okay, so on top of that though, I also feel like you guys, you know, you're sharing your bit of gossip is what I'm seeing with that 3 there, okay? So when you're around women, you spill the tea, okay? Like you know the latest and they want to know. And you deliver is what I'm seeing with that. Okay, so on top of that, women admire your style. So I feel like you have this unique way of expressing yourself through clothes and you flaunt it. And yeah, like they take notice. Some people might even actually emulate your style and they may not even realize it. Like it may not even be conscious. And you know, as they say, like, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, okay? So go you. Okay, so there is also this home vibe that's coming through for you guys, and I'm getting like Cancer vibes with the 4th house here. And yeah, and I feel like with that, like you guys definitely have like this Leo spotlight energy going on, but I feel like, you know, kind of like there is a side to you though that is very like, you want people to feel at home in your home, like you're a very good host or hostess is what I'm getting with that. As well as I do feel like family and friends, like whoever's closest to you means the world to you guys, okay? And I feel like women pick up on that. So definite Cancer vibes, Leo Cancer vibes coming through, which is pretty opposite and dynamic, but I feel like you guys, you have both going on. Okay, so you guys are also seen to be very fierce in whatever it is that you do. So I'm definitely getting this competitive streak and kind of Machiavellian, like, you know, looking out for number 1, which is you. Not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying it in a, like a go-getter way. Like when you have a goal, like you stop at nothing to accomplish it type vibe, okay? So women take notice of that, okay? I feel like guys do too, but it came across for the women. But I feel like, you know, women can be kind of like intimidated in that way. because you're like, you know, just got this fierce vibe going on. On top of that, you guys are seen to be attractive. Men and women view you attractive, but this did come out in the woman section. So again, that is also why they feel intimidated by you. You got this fierceness and an attractiveness. A fierceness and an attractiveness, as well as being in the spotlight and always off doing your own thing. So group number 2, you guys appear like you are just crushing it in life and there isn't any area that you're not good at. So yeah, this is how you come across. Okay, group number 2, let me know in the comments if this resonated, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so how do men see you versus how do women see you? Okay, group number 3. So the first thing that I see is that men view you guys as being very ambitious and driven people, okay? I feel like you're very goal driven, and they see that, okay? And in that way, you guys do come across like a Capricorn. So they do notice you have really good work ethic, and when you put your mind to something, you stop at nothing to get it done. So I do feel like you guys are inspiring in that way. And on top of it, I feel like there's something you do or post that keeps people like watching you on social media, okay? Like they don't want to miss a post. So something you're doing is intriguing and interesting. Then we come down to this section, and I feel like, you know, the vibe that I got is that men see you guys as kind of like, they view you as being attractive, okay? But, so attractive and ambitious and doing something that interests and intrigues them. So it's like you do just enough to kind of rope them in, not that you're trying to, or maybe some of you kind of do. But then once they do approach you and like communicate, that is where I feel like you guys come across as being hard to get and kind of jaded, okay? And a little petty is what I'm seeing. So I don't know if you don't respond back to them, or, you know, the stuff you say is kind of a little like, kind of combative a little bit, okay? So you guys are also seen by guys to be tough and like, you know, you don't take nothing from no one, and just kind of like you have a bit of attitude and like, you know, and I feel like it's part of you. It's like your personality. I feel like you kind of play around like that. You're very feisty naturally, and some people, especially more sensitive guys, like they don't understand that. Throws them. You guys throw people, okay? I also drew the card for you. I don't know where it went, but it said like you know, you come across as tough and kind of have a chip on your shoulder and kind of like that. I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, so I feel like a lot of the whole not letting anybody in type thing as far as like dating goes comes from you not wanting to be hurt. So yeah, you know, you want these people to prove that they mean what they say because you've heard it before and the actions didn't match the words, and you're like, I'm not going to be anybody's fool anymore. And I feel like you guys now are being blunt with that, okay? You're just coming out and putting people in their place when it doesn't mix with you, okay? So I see it as you're being true to yourself, but it's kind of like it can come across as kind of like, whoa, to these guys is what I'm getting. Yeah, you throw these guys, okay? Okay, so yeah, so you guys are also coming across like a Leo, and I feel like that's in the way that is. So it's like you're definitely somehow kind of getting attention, you're getting people pursuing you, and then all of a sudden you come out with that blunt, opinionative, you know, way of talking, and it throws them. You put people in their place, basically. But you know what? Those who go past all that, I feel like they do see you as being like, kind of like a kitten. Okay, so you kind of act fierce, but really deep down, it's kind of like, you know, you're a sweet person. You do have a heart. You mean well. You just don't want to be hurt. And yeah, and then they feel like, you know, they feel like life is fun with you, especially when you're, you know, you let your guard down, you let your walls down, and you just be who you are. And it's like you both feel like, you know, you have this natural curiosity is what men see about you, and a playfulness. And yeah, you're feisty naturally, but like it's all good. It's all part of your charm, and life feels like an adventure. Very fun and lively. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you guys definitely naturally, though, men see you as having kind of an attitude, okay? And yeah, just, you know, but I feel like those that are drawn to you and your way of being, like, they don't care. You know, I feel like they love that, honestly. So, yeah. I also feel like, you know, you have basically strong-willed people as well who also contact you, okay? And basically you're a mirror. And yeah, you know, you guys are also kind of, men see you as being kind of stubborn and being like, yeah, I'm right, you know, and kind of like you guys have that vibe, like if you can't stand the heat, then get out of the kitchen, you know what I mean? Like, that's you. You're very no nonsense, and you're like, you know, that's it. So you guys have that whole vibe, like, this is me, don't like it, then bye. So you're very true to yourself in that way. Okay, so men also view you guys, though, as being like the sun, okay? So you definitely have this essence, this energy and self-awareness, okay? So a self-assuredness, very lively life force that, you know, they see, as well as creativity. You energetically could be more masculine, so it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl watching this, okay? So just a very dominant energy. You like to call the shots, you like to kind of like dictate things, you know. And yeah, just you're real into individuality and expressing yourself. You don't ever want to lose yourself by being with another, and men see that, okay? They see and respect you. You are who you are, and like I said, it's like a take it or leave it attitude. Okay, and they also see you as the destiny, okay? So you guys are also seen as being on your own path and really like doing what it takes to fulfill your purpose, and you shine, okay? So there's definitely this spiritual type aspect that they also see along with that. Okay, so now let's see how women see you. Okay, so the women that see you, I feel like, or know you, I should say, there's definitely an aspect of you guys are still holding on to something, I feel like, okay? And that could be like somebody from the past is what's coming through. And I also actually feel like some men feel like you're doing the same thing. So this could be the people that know you and you've shared this with. So maybe there was a bad breakup you guys went through, and that's why you aren't totally giving, you know, people the time of day, and coming across as hard to get and kind of jaded, you know, because your heart is still with another is what I'm seeing. So it's a general reading, so that's going to resonate for some of you. But I do feel like some men, but even more so the women in your life, see that about you. So definitely something about you still being stuck on the past somewhere, and in particular relationships is coming through. Okay, so women also see you, though, as being like the king of earth here. So like, you know, I feel like you guys are coming across as being financially stable and able to make that coin easily, okay? Like whatever it is you do to make money, you guys do it well, and you come across like you're succeeding. And if you don't feel like this is true for you now, I feel like it will be. Either way, you guys are coming across like, you know, a real secure, stable, especially financially type of person. Okay, so women are also seeing you guys like the page of water. So you definitely have this they see you as being like either an artist or somebody with a definite creative talent is what I'm seeing. So there's, again, something you do that you do it well, and it's like you shine when you do it. And I feel like this is where you really like your best self, like that sun energy really comes through for you guys. I also feel like, you know, when you're just happy-go-lucky, like you're in your element, you know, you're in your zone, feeling your best, you come across like magical, okay? So when those walls are down, you know, whether it's the kitten that the guys see or the page of water that the women see, I feel like the men also see you as being the page of water. Like that's very similar to the kitten. It's like you see the world through fresh eyes, and it's like, and you capture that creatively. And that could even be what inspires the men that check out your social media, that you help the world like shift their perspective as well, and like feel like, wow, you know, like life can be magical. Like, yeah, you guys, when you shine and you, like I said, your walls are down, you're coming from the heart and inspiration, you really do like give people this new perspective that the world can be magical, you know? You guys, you've got the magic. You just got to see that and like, you know, see what feels better, to live from inspiration or live from, you know, this like kind of a false protectiveness with the jadedness. And yeah, you know, with the Six of Water here, like I said, like if it's something about you in the past, then that's what's coming through as far as what women see. But if not, then I also feel like, you know, you guys, you make people feel at home. Like, you guys, women see you as being like somebody who they feel like they've known forever, okay? I feel like you're kind of more in your element being around women than men is what I'm getting with group number 3 in particular, okay? So you're tough on the guys and they see that and you're like welcoming and sweet to women is what I'm seeing. Whether you're a guy or a girl watching this, that's what's coming through. Okay, so we also got this card. So this goes back to you guys being like opportunists and having this very like creative side to you and making the world feel like anything is possible, okay? You guys, there's also a communication theme going on with you. So, and I also drew my speaker card. So women in particular, maybe they know you better than the men in your life do, but like they see you as being communicators. So maybe you guys do communicate for a living because, or you have a beautiful speaking voice, or there's definitely some level of something significant with you guys in communication coming through. Also, the Uranus card came through, so that tells me that you guys are like originals who go by insight, and you know, you're all about freedom and shaking things up, and you have an edginess to you, and women see that about you. I feel like men see that as well. Okay, so I'm getting Aquarius vibes with that. So you guys definitely, there's something about your look or your style that's very edgy that men and women see, and I feel like it's an outer reflection of how you are internally, and I feel like it goes back to that Chariot like nature. You shake things up, you shake the status quo, you like to promote change that betters all of humanity in the world, and I feel like, again, if it goes back to you having to speak out, and maybe you're an advocate for some people, it's like you'll do it, you know? Or if it comes to posting things that might come across as kind of like rocking the boat or being controversial, you guys will do it. Men and women see that about you. So yeah, that's interesting. Also, you guys are coming across as having very like mesmerizing eyes. And yes, this came through as far as the women seeing that about you, but I feel like the men see that as well about you, okay? So again, you know, you guys, you're luring people in with these eyes, and then I feel like you're ripping them a new one with your tough attitude, and you being like, yeah, you know, you want me, you gotta prove it. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments, and if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Group number 4. Okay, so how do men see you versus how women see you? Okay, group number 4. So right away, what I'm seeing with the Hangman as well as the Messenger of Air is a very like edgy look, okay? So you guys, men view you guys as having like kind of an edgy, alternative, kind of rock star look to you, okay? So something about your appearance, but I feel like that is definitely an outward expression of kind of like how your personality is and what you're about and kind of your mission in life, okay? So definitely like you guys have this edgy look to you that men see, and if you're interested in men, that they love it, okay? Okay, so on top of that, you guys are definitely coming across like a Gemini, but also Aquarius vibes, okay? So you guys are intellectual, you're good with the words, you're good with communicating, you're witty, you can be funny, you are very lively, like when you want to be, is what I'm seeing, okay? And you have this natural charm about you. And yeah, like men notice. Okay, but I'm also seeing with the hangman here that you also keep men at a distance. Okay, so like, you know, you let them in kind of only so far, and then it's kind of like, yeah, you keep them at arm's length. You know what I mean? Like, so to speak. Like, you keep them exactly where you want them. And yeah, like if you want things to progress, they will if you say so, but if not, then they won't. Like, I feel like you kind of hold the reins, especially when it comes to like dating. Okay. And all right, so you guys also kind of sometimes like I feel like call things out, like, and it's sometimes in a negative light is what I'm seeing with this card as well as this card together. So, you know, sometimes I feel like, again, I feel like this group's kind of opinionative and vocal, and like if you see something you don't like, you'll just say it out loud, whereas maybe other people keep it to themselves. And men take notice. But I also feel like you guys also do this when it comes to things that are positive as well. So it's not like you're just a negative person. It's more like you just kind of call things as you see it, is what I'm seeing with this. Because you know, right next to it though is the Ace of Air. So again, you guys are all about truth and honesty and clear communication as much as possible. I mean, you know, everybody's human. So I feel like men also see that about you as well. Okay, so they really do like, basically they trust what you say because, you know, you, for the most part, I feel like you mean what you say. Okay, so you have this level of integrity about you, as well as you being more blunt than most people. Like naturally, I feel like that's something they can trust, you know? It's refreshing. You guys are also seen as being like a breath of fresh air because you just are who you are, is what I'm seeing with that. Okay, so this is kind of a side note, but it could also be what men are picking up on you guys. Like every X card that I have flew out for you guys, which I was like, what is going on? Okay. So you guys are also seen to be that ex that no matter how much people, you know, tried to move on, or if they did move on, you know, you guys were always the one in the back of their mind that they thought was the one, and thought, you know, man, if I could just have a chance to reunite and start things over with you, I feel like I would just have the happiest life ever. Okay. Yeah, you guys are that ex. And I do feel like they compare any new person to you guys, and people don't measure up. Yeah, because we got don't give up on this connection. My XO card, as well as release your ex. So I feel like all the new people are like, yeah, you know, come on, release your ex, quit going back. So maybe some of you, this is a general reading, you either are hung up on an ex still, or, you know, you're kind of like doing that thing where you're single 1 minute and then you're back with your ex, and then single again and then back with the ex. Okay, so take what resonates. Or again, people are just, new people are hoping like, you know, I do feel like, okay, so you guys are that ex that got away, that people always return to as thinking, you know, could have been the one, still are, they still could think you are the one. And then new people feel like, oh, I hope this isn't a person who's still hung up on an ex, you know, because they're just thinking, yeah, like you're their person. So ex or new person, okay, group 4? Yeah, you're seen as that person. Okay, so you guys are also kind of coming across as a Leo, and I feel like that's that blunt, opinionative nature that you have, that you know, just tell things like it is, negative or positive. Men also see you guys as being Aquariuses, so kind of unconventional, you know, that edginess, that rock star vibe, and just doing your own thing, putting your own spin on it, and being true to yourself. You guys, okay, yep, you have every air vibe. Men also see you as being a Libra, so, you know, just as much as you do kind of like have that blunt, opinionative nature, you also have a very chill vibe that actually likes harmony. And so they kind of see through it that, oh, okay, like this person has a heart, you know, they want what's actually best for everyone, and that's why they're calling things out, okay? So yeah, I like actually how that all tied together, which I didn't even see that till now. Okay, so you guys, people also play the waiting game with you. I feel like, you know, they try to play the game right. Like they don't want to text or message you too much because you're such like a unique gem to them that they feel like, oh, I gotta play my cards right with you. So, you know, if you like 1 minute think somebody was interested and then the next minute you don't hear from them, that's why. Okay. So yeah, okay, that's how men view you guys. Now, how do the women view you? Okay, this is interesting. It's like similar to the men, but a little different. Okay, so women, they can't quite get a read on you. Like, they don't know like how you feel about them, I'm feeling. So that's interesting. You keep them on the edge of their seats with that and wondering. And they also see you guys as being in the spotlight. So whether you are or you're not, that's how your personality comes across. And that's also where the Leo part of this came through. So maybe you guys either post a lot or it's just you in general. Like you come across as being real animated and lively and passionate, you know, or even successful in whatever it is you do, because it's the 6 of fire and that's all about success and being a winner. Okay, so that's how women view you. They also view you guys as having a lot of possible pursuers, like people, you know, hitting up your DMs or giving you attention under your pics or whatever it is that you post. Okay, so there's like this competitive vibe going on here. Okay, as well as, you know, you might even have a lot of different women kind of jealous of you is what I'm seeing. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so women also, this is interesting. So women also view you guys as loving freedom. I feel like the men see that about you as well. Okay, so like I said, or if I didn't, like you are, yeah, it goes back to the Aquarius vibes for that. Like very, you know, just kind of like doing your own thing, being true to yourself, but also like loving freedom and what makes you feel free and alive. Okay. Okay, so some women see you guys as having like either like a lot of drama around you, or I feel like for some of you this is going to be in the past, and I feel like it's the opposite now. Like you guys are seen as being more drama free compared to how things used to be. Okay, because there's a lot of fire, and when I see fire next to drama, I also feel like, okay, you might have cut off from those people. So again, take what resonates. Maybe some of you do have a lot of drama going on, and others of you, it's the opposite. You did, but you don't. Okay, women are also seeing you guys to be sweet talkers. Okay, the men, that goes for them as well. So you guys are definite sweet talkers, okay? And it goes back to that natural charm and wittiness that you guys have, okay? Which just heightens your attractiveness because everybody finds you attractive. Okay, and then yes, you know, you guys are seen to be unique, which goes back to the Aquarius, okay? Men see that as well. Okay, but this in particular is the women. Okay, so you guys also, you know, amongst all that air energy that you've got going on in the Leo, you also have, which women can detect, like a Pisces type of energy. So there is a side to you that is imaginative, creative, and, you know, sensitive. Maybe not exactly sensitive, but like more in tune with emotions and vulnerable, you know, a more vulnerable side, we'll say, and an intuitiveness that women, especially, you know, those who are intuitive, can detect. So yeah, they see that. Okay, and they also see that you guys are a source of light in the dark, intuitive with a spiritual side, and a spotlight. Okay, so you guys are also seen to be like a source of inspiration, and women can pick up on that. I also feel like the guys see that as well. But yeah. Okay, group number 4, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.